Good evening, or morning, or afternoon. It just depends on when you're watching. In any case, I hope you all are blessed. Everybody's well and good health. And I want to say thank you to those that left the comments. Congratulations on yesterday's vlog. Thank you so very much. We are excited and we are proud. We are so excited for him. He's excited. So yeah, exciting things. But hmm, yeah, it's a lot going on. It's always a lot going on around here, and I try to keep you all in the loop as much as I can. But sometimes things happen so quickly around here, as I'm sure in everybody's home, and yeah, it's just one of those things you just wonder, share, not share. Sometimes it just happened too fast. Excuse me. Oh, it's been raining out there. Um, but yeah, I was just thinking about that whole situation when it happened, and I said I really want to say about. I remember doing a chat a couple of weeks ago, and I was talking about what was that chat called? I can't remember the exact title of that chat, but it was talking about money, uh, saving money now for later on. That was just pretty much the gist of it. For the kids to be able to go to college, because you never know. Little stuff that you buy now you think you need and you don't. These kids call, they need money all the time. They've never once, hey, called and said, remember that book? Remember that toy? Remember that such and such that I wanted and you didn't buy it? No, they call asking for money. And I'm not talking about that short money, it's that long money. And I told you guys somebody called and asked they need a couple $1,000s. And so, yeah, that real money, okay? And you can't just, I mean, you can't say no, and I'm not talking about credit. I'm talking about cash, y'all. We don't do credit, nothing. um they need it. What are you gonna do? So those little bitty dollar purchases and here and that little knickknack stuff, you got to think about that stuff. Even though it may be seemingly cheap, or a dollar, $2, whatever, frivolous spending like that costs you in the long run. And so I was saying, how he save up stuff because I'm giving one this money, and who knows, somebody else may need it. Somebody else may need something next, something I wanted to buy. And I kept saying I'm not going to do it because, somebody may need it. And lo and behold, this child, needs this money. And I'm like, okay. Now in his head, obviously he's thinking, like a kid, he doesn't have any money, and because we don't raise them to expect anything, of course he's gonna say we don't have it. But yeah, that's yeah, it has to be for a good cause. We don't tell them about everything, and yeah, because they don't need to know all that. They don't need to know. But at the same time, they need to be willing to do what it takes. If they want something, prove it. Are you worthy of my money? I'm not going to. Y'all probably watched, what was it, last week? I think it was last week. My husband came home with a TV, okay, because he didn't have nothing else to buy. So obviously we had the money. Um, y'all, it's one of those things. Yeah, that TV is still in the closet, y'all. We can't, for the life of us, figure out why, but he just had to go get the TV. So yeah, it was a good deal. He saved up and he bought it. So I can't say no. It just didn't make sense, but he did save for it. So, but like I said, it's in my closet. I have trouble every day trying to get in my closet to get my clothes because of the TV in the closet. I keep telling them I'm gonna take the TV out the box and I'm gonna watch the TV. That's what's gonna happen. To sit here too long because it's in my way. I was looking for some clothes the other day and pair of my jeans, and I couldn't find them. And I don't know. I have no idea. Y'all know I do the laundry, but I kept picking up a pair of jeans out of the basket and putting them back because I thought they were the kids' jeans. They were small, and I kept thinking, well, these aren't mine. This not mine. I kept putting them back, and I finally picked them up and looked at them real good. And I'm like, and I've been looking for these. Okay, y'all. That's because I left them in the basket. But Lord, they thought they was the kids' jeans. I'm talking about the little kids, y'all, not the big kids. They do their own laundry. Oh, yeah. Who you telling I have two in college? You're right. LOL. Is he going to put it up? He has to get a TV stand. Then he got to get a new couch, new living room set to sit down and watch this TV. So, is he going to put it up? hmm I say about 2019. Yeah. Not gonna say nothing. Let me stop. Let me stop. Yeah, he got to get a TV stand, so he about to get a TV stand next. I gotta give it to him though. Like I say, he saved his money, so I'm not complaining. I'm not. It didn't take away from anything that we needed. So, yeah, he watched it and watched it and watched it before he went and bought it, and finally said, "I'm getting ready to go buy this TV." I'm like, okay, do what you do, man. But yeah, for family night, signal is messing up. Okay, but other than that, we are good. Good, good, good. There's a lot going on, but yeah, man, this child need this money. We have paperwork in, and he's got an essay to do, and submit that essay. We have two choices that he can pick from. You already know we would toss a kid to California in a minute, but this is Northern California, so that's the difference. But I don't know if I can get over him. He got to fly out there, but getting off a plane and getting to where he needs to go, he got to get to Berkeley by himself. So that's the thing. I'm like, is he? I don't want to seem like he's immature, but that is kind of scary. So yeah, I have to think about that. But I don't know which campus he wants to do. If he wants to do Georgia, we still gonna fly him out there regardless. I had already told him a while ago. Congratulations, thank you. Don't get the class TV stand. I had told him to there's a program at Duke also, and y'all, it's stuff like this all over the place. Colleges all over the place. You can yeah, you got to pay for this, and a lot of these things have scholarships, but you have to look for these things. They're not just gonna Not everybody is going to know about these programs, and it's for anybody. You have to pay for them. But if you seek, yeah, Duke Tip. I was going to send him out there, of course, obviously, because Jasmine is out there. So, I told him, I was like, man, come on, man. I'll do it. I'll pay for it. I don't care. Because I know what you can do. I know what you're worth. Man, he's got the mind of, yeah, he wants to hack some stuff, y'all, and he can. He really can. So I know he has that. He has that smarts. And stuff like this is just this opportunity. Yeah. I just want him to, like I say, he has to really want it. Don't get the glass TV stand. Girl, I, yeah, I don't want no TV stand. I don't even know what he plan on getting. No idea. I think he said when we went to IKEA, he saw something. So, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Was it glass? I don't think it was a glass one. I think it was, well, maybe it was glass because knowing him, he's not going to get no IKEA nothing unless it's glass. I just don't remember. Maybe I can look back at the vlog or look in the catalog and see. Because I know he's not getting no compressed nothing. But, yeah. There's just one more thing for me to have to dust off. And that's one thing I just do not like. I have to dust the TV stand. Dust the TV. And I'm like, man, all you do is watch this thing. You see all this dust on here? I could be doing something else. Is he scared? I don't know if he's scared. He's just kind of nervous. It's just new. He wasn't, the opportunity. He was not really expecting it. And yeah, I'm like, okay, so you were nominated. You were selected out of a whole bunch of other kids. And yeah, yeah, he is very, very smart. I got to give it to him. His behavior has been phenomenal. He has come a long way. And so it's like, okay, if you just keep going, we see the potential. We saw it before, but yeah, he's drastically improved. I don't know if it's I don't know. I don't know if it's just that he's matured a lot more. Obviously, y'all, him and that beard. I don't know. Hey, maybe that did it. But yeah, he's doing a whole lot better now. So anyway, he had bumps in the road. I'm so glad he's mellowing out. Yes, praise the Lord. Because it was one of those where you're going to be 18 in a minute and you're going to be SOL. No joke. And it's up to the mama because daddy was like, I'm not going to have it. Two grown men up in here. Mm-mm. No way. No, no, no way. Well, actually three, but y'all know because, my brother's here. But yeah, you're going to have to do something is what he's saying. So, yep, when they get a little too grown for their pants, they got to make some decisions. Tough love. You got to go. We got enough. I mean, you can always use the space. Always. Anyway, what I want to talk about? I don't know. Other than that, what else is going on? Oh, it's a whole lot of stuff. Oh, it's some stuff I can't talk about, y'all. I'm so excited. It's so much stuff going on. And this same kid, I was telling you guys the other week about the school and what we're tossing around, and this child says, "Mom, you guys should open a school because," and it was just like, were you in here? He was nowhere in here. He had no idea what we were discussing. or any of that. And he was like, Mom, we need this because look at what's going on around us. I'm like, mm-hmm, I told you. So yeah, we still, like I said, it's a big commitment. Still, I gotta sit down and think about some things and figure out like really the direction and all that kind of stuff. And just tossed around. We have so much talent in this house, and yeah, it yeah. Somebody just came to me with an idea, and I was like, "Do it." I'm just so for it. Do it. So yeah, I can't really speak on it. He told me not to say nothing, but we have to lean on, like I said, seek out, seek out help. Call. You got friends, you got family. Other people can support you. So some we have a musician within our reach. I mean, I'm musically inclined, but yeah, we're not talking about me. But I this is not my idea. So I was like, I want to see y'all roll with this because I saw what they did before. So I was like, yeah, I'm figuring out how to what is my role? Presentation and marketing. Yeah, that's what I have to do. So yeah, I'm gonna just sit back and do the rest. I think we have the illustrations, that type of thing down. But hmm we got some stuff that we're working on. So, I don't know, you guys. We just are just I don't know. I guess seeing lack of things. We are the type that we get tired of seeing a lack of something and then nobody doing anything about it. And it's not that we're trying to do everything, but when you want to change, you have to be a part of that change. So that's what we're doing. You can't constantly sit back and say, well, we can't, they didn't, it's impossible, it's too hard. Those excuses are what set you back, and that's what um that gets nobody anywhere. If you try, it's the effort of trying. I see a lot of people come up with ideas and things like that, and they never follow through. They don't know how. And sometimes you just have to lean on somebody else to help. It's one of those where, okay, you might, yeah, you don't want to go tell everybody, but then you might need to collaborate. Okay, what kind of, what is it? Who does it involve? Do I know somebody that can help me with this? Because that's their expertise. And that's when you start leaning on people because they might not have the idea, but they may be willing to help you. So we just kind of keep stuff like that, as long as we know somebody is, within our means that we can make use of, and then they get, shine too. Hey, it's all good. So, um, yeah, we gotta get over that. Get some time. It's so. I can't even say get time. Make time. Make the time. Make the time to sit down. We were supposed to make some plans last week. We didn't do it. And so now we have to do it this week. We have to do it for sure. I don't know if you guys remember the other day I was making breakfast and I got interrupted. Phone call. He was calling and telling me that he didn't feel good and he was gonna come home because because oh, okay, because he thought if he had pneumonia, because he's had pneumonia before, he didn't want to get stuck in the hospital out there by his job, because y'all know my husband works hours away. And so he was like, I think I'm gonna come home, I'm gonna try to take a nap and see if I can sleep, and if not, I'm gonna just come home. He was asking for soup. Did I have soup? So yeah, so I had to make him some soup, and he ended up coming home. Ugh. He didn't he didn't end up going to the hospital. He did he did get a couple of things, a couple of prescriptions filled, and then that soup. Oh my gosh, he sounded so bad when he came home. He looked bad, and it was raining too. And I'm like, man, you really don't sound good. He was wheezing. He was like, but I don't know. He did. I guess he said he didn't feel as bad as when he had pneumonia. But the thing is, he had pneumonia and didn't know it. So I was like, look, man, if you just think, you need to go ahead and get checked, especially if it's bacterial, because I don't want to get sick. And yeah, that's just not cool. I don't. Ooh, I just don't want to be in that position. I'm allergic to everything, so it would be hard for them to find something to the antibiotics. So I'm like, dude, I just don't want to deal with that. We had Jasmine when Jasmine was 3. Was she 3? She caught a bacteria. Yeah, bacterial pneumonia, and she was in the hospital for a couple days. Poor thing. And yeah, that was not cool. I had a nursing baby and little kids, and yeah, that just was not good. But my mom stayed with her. We kind of flip flopped, and then they brought the baby to me to so I can deal with her. But yeah, that was not fun at all. And she is like me. She took that allergy. I took it from my mom. My mom's allergic to all the penicillin stuff. She's allergic, so it took them a while to figure out what they can give her, because she couldn't take just regular penicillin and amoxicillin to knock it out. But that soup, I made his soup, and he ate that soup. Had him some juice. Went to sleep. He woke up. I could hear him sleeping. He sounded so much better, and I'm like, you need to eat some more of that soup. Y'all, I don't know what I do to it, but so good. It had the whole house smelling all night. And so I jarred up the soup, and he took some with him, and he called the other day and said, I should have took some more soup. And I said, I told you. I told you to take it. You could have took it all. And he took some soup. He had some ginger tea. I froze the rest of it. I'm like, yeah, because we had just had some soup the other day, or a couple of days before. So I'm like, yeah. But yeah, he is doing a lot better. And yep. I'm gonna tell y'all, he was so sick. I knew he was sick because he wasn't playing that Xbox. And if y'all know my husband, that Xbox, if he here, he playing that Xbox. So that's how I knew he was so sick. It took him about, let me see, the next day, all day. It took him till the evening before he played. So, yep, he went down. But he said he is feeling a lot better. I don't know what that is. But, I don't know if he caught it. I guess been out. He said he was out, because y'all know he worked outside. So that's probably what it was. being out and about. That's why I try to, I always try to stay in as much as I can and away from people because I just, man, germs, germs, germs. Let me see. I need to share with you guys what. Still lots of things to share. And I just, I've been in it's one of those weeks. I want to come on here earlier and I didn't feel like being bothered with anybody, because I know myself. I tell you guys, if you, women, if you know yourself, you know your, your moods. And it's one of those times where I just don't want to be bothered. And I'm like, I just want some space. I don't want to deal with this, that, and the other. Leave me alone, and I'll leave you alone. Let me see. It must have been Friday. I started feeling like this. Yep, and I'm like, yeah, that's that PMS stuff, man. That stuff ain't no joke. That alter ego comes out. I don't know. Maybe I'm just the only one, but I keep very um, close watch just on myself, so I know. And so I know, the kids know. If I say, hey, don't bother me, they know. Because if not, I'm prone to go off. So, yeah. Whew. But like I said, I'm sure y'all can relate. Y'all and women, y'all know. But I just today just not feel like being bothered, and I just kind of took it easy, starting them on school because I know my mood, and I always say with you guys, if you wake up and you feel some kind of way, don't, even though you may have your lesson plan and all that kind of stuff, don't go into it, because if you're irritated, it's gonna rub off on the kids. And I just didn't feel like snapping at anybody for my own selfish reasons. So we kind of eased into what we had to do, and I'm like, okay. And then when I had enough, all right, you're good. Just, I didn't want the day to be a, you know, total waste, because I know I'm going to have a personal day soon. So I'm like, okay, let's do this little bit. Let me help the next person. And that's how I did it, and that was it. And we're good. Quota field. I didn't pick up no book. Oh, I wrote this down. I know what I wrote down. I don't even care. I do not care. As long as they did what they had to do, which was math. I was not worried about the rest. It'll be there tomorrow. So, let me see that stuff. Yeah, very, very sensitive. You guys pay attention. Think about the kids. It's like when they are having a bad day, they don't want to be, but you know how you feel when you don't want to be bothered. So imagine the kids, have some kind of consideration. Oh, my forehead is shining. That's that lavender oil. I had a headache. Hey, I have to call you. Okay, I'll be off here in a minute. I'll be up. I stay up till what time did I go to bed last night? One something and catch up. Yeah. So some nights it's 2:30, and just insomnia stuff. But hey, Miss Ann, I swear in my head I was texting you. I really was. I don't know what happened. I got distracted, but I really was, because I wanted to say hey and see how you all were. I've been trying to catch up with a lot of people. So I've been making my rounds because I just haven't been um I haven't been really talking to anybody. I just had busy. And it's like, oh, I haven't heard from so and so. I haven't heard from so and so. I'm still trying to, catch up with somebody that I haven't heard from. And I'm like, man, I hope you're okay. I get concerned when I don't hear from people like that. And I think about you guys all the time. And, it just makes me wonder. And I was so grateful because somebody um, DM me, checking on me. So I'm like, hey, I'm good. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. And sometimes, like I say, it just, things get going and I don't like to stop what we're doing to come and talk, chat, or even put up a video. And I'm like, dang, I should have it's been, 4 days, 5 days. And I'm like, you know what? I can't. I'm not going to do that. I will just stress myself out, even at, having to schedule something. Um, is it raining? If it's raining, it's pouring. Oh man. But yeah, I just, sometimes I have good intentions and then something happens. So that's life happens, y'all. Life happens. So I do good to put up what I put up when I do put it up. Oh man, I have a new number. Oh, okay. My number is the same. And if I don't know if you still have it, but if you don't, message me on here. And I can send it to you. Or you can message me on Facebook in the in my public group. And I'll check that. Man. Yeah, I sure have. I sure have been thinking about you. Sure have. Yeah, y'all, life happens and I just like I say, I see people struggle and they come on here and I can just see the wanting for I don't want to say attention, but some sort of attention, some sort of comfort, some sort of something because something is going on. And see, those are the times where I don't think, you become very vulnerable during those times and you shouldn't be online seeking that kind of attention and validation, that kind of comfort because 9 times out of 10, you don't know the people that are watching you. And if you did, you wouldn't have to come online looking for everybody else. You could just pick up the phone and call them or go to them or they could come to you. That type of thing. But some people don't, I don't know, they just don't get it. They feel the need to come on and share, bear all. And it's like, some of that stuff is too much. We don't need to know everything. That's just too much TMI. So, yeah, I just, I'm not saying that because if I'm not on here, something bad is going on. But if I'm not on here, I'm busy. I'm actually doing stuff, or I'm just, well, not that I'm not doing stuff, but y'all know what I'm saying. Um, if I don't want to be bothered, I just don't want to be bothered. But I can sit and talk, I don't want to be bothered. But I can sit and have a conversation right now because, I'm pretty chill, adult conversation. I'm not ranting or that type of thing. That happens a lot. Mamas want to be left alone and then they coming online to rant. And it's like, really? Maybe you should have just sat down and wrote it out in a diary or something, Oh, I don't know. I really do appreciate the the feedback and stuff like that. I do get feedback, and so I do come on like this. It's kind of random, but there I have people that enjoy me just coming and sitting and chatting like this. And I do the same thing. I join people just, again, sometimes people feel like YouTube is like a whole different world. People are totally different. And that's not the case. We're normal people. We like everybody else. So I'm not, I don't know. I'm just not, it's not a show. I'm real. I may show you some things, hip you up to some knowledge, but I'm also a regular person. I go through the same struggles, just like everybody else. I should say we. We're a normal family. Um, yeah, we do the same thing as everybody else. Let's see what your number looks like. What's been happening for you? Yeah, lots of stuff. And the only difference is, I happen to, we share. That's the only difference. We actually share with the world. So, yeah, you have to be able to be comfortable and be tough at the same time, because there are people that are going to shake their head. They're going to say things to you, things like that. And I'm not the one. We don't, um, we just don't entertain foolishness at all. I think it's just unnecessary. It's ignorant. Um, do you, do you. I'm going to do me and keep living. So, what else do I want to talk about quickly? I can't remember what I wanted to say. Or if I wanted to say it today. Mm-mm. Mm. Oh, my mind is, I'll tell you, my mind is going. Something I was thinking about. Maybe it was somebody I was thinking about. I don't know. Somebody, one of y'all have been talking about me. My ears been ringing. I don't know if y'all believe that. And they say somebody's talking about you, your ears ring. My ears been ringing. I was wondering. But a lot. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to continue this year sharing things that I have not shared before. And maybe it will be of some help to some of you. Like I said, sometimes it's just things that I don't feel are necessary or relevant. And certainly video wise, if it's something somebody else has done, I'm not going to do it. And honestly, I see a lot of copycat. I don't want to call people out, but I see a lot of copycat. Talk about some things, and most of the time when I talk about stuff, it's stuff I've been talking about. And then the next thing you know, so and so is, and I'm like, really? And it just, I mean, it does not look authentic at all, because it just, yeah. So I'm trying not to be, well, I'm not that kind of vlogger, but yeah, I have to pull away from some stuff just because it's just too saturated, and it's just not worth it. But yeah, there are a lot of things that I'm going to to bring out this year and discuss. And oh, I know I wanted to talk about. We do have BFF coming back, and we didn't get that done obviously because somebody was sick. So that didn't go over, even though if you all watched the, thank you for the comments on the cake. He really appreciated it. He worked hard that night. Um, yeah, that's going to come around again in the BFF. I don't know what we were talking about. What was that topic? What about Africa? Y'all, honestly, y'all know it's February. It's a whole video in itself. I have not done, well, I guess that might have counted as my February video. That's always come left in February. Or right. I'm going to say right. That's not left. But something completely different. Everybody's sharing this Black History Month. That mess need to be abolished. Yeah. Abolish it. Because there's no way in the world we need to accept. It's 2019. Mm-mm. It don't fly. It didn't fly then. It didn't fly then. That was the worst thing ever. They need to abolish that. Black History Month. What the heck is that? Come March the 1st, I'm going to still be black. Or you going to forget. Uh, I'm confused. Or I got to pretend to be something else. I don't know. But, yeah. That foolishness. So, yeah, some of y'all, I mean, that's just totally, some of y'all probably just clicked off right then. It might be over your head. Some of you might be saying thumbs up. But yeah, on the real, it needs to be abolished. I wish we can go back. Man, that desegregation, that was the worst thing for us. Because before that, we was buying stuff, buying our land, okay? We was building stuff on it, owning our businesses. Now, man, we can't even go in there and get a loan, okay? Why? They thought about it. It was a good idea at the time, but in the long run, it didn't progress us any. We got to go back to being segregated. That's the only way we're going to make it. And see, like my family, they knew back then. That's why I say we own all our land, all our houses, stuff, land with nothing on it. Because we thought we got to buy this. Because if not, they're going to take it and we're going to have nothing. Yes, teach. So, yeah, it's just, it's sad. This day and age, we are still in this state. If you guys caught, I did put up something in Facebook today or this evening. I also put it on Instagram, kind of, a couple of my 2 cents on this Black History Month thing. We talked about it, and what's the deal with Africa? Y'all have to stop brainwashing these kids. And the real is whitewashing, okay? And see, I'm not going to, us coming up with curriculum and stuff like that. That should be not to say, I don't care who it is, if it was us or somebody else. That should be like, yes, yes, yes. We need, I'm going to support that, Because y'all would run out there, hey, Charlene, in a heartbeat and go buy their stuff. Support them. Because that's all that's out there. But as soon as one of us actually want to get in and step in and do something positive, it's like, no, who are you? That make me want to take all this stuff in here that's written by somebody else and throw it out. For real. It's like we selling out. And I'm pointing the finger to myself. I'm saying, in a sense, I'm guilty, but no, I'm not. because I don't teach that stuff. I don't read all that stuff. I may have a lot of stuff written by other people, but that don't mean I'm giving it to my kids. I'm reading it for my own sake so I know what to look out for. Some of y'all take that mess, that's what's on the market, I'm gonna buy this because that's what's there, and you run with it. I tell you, the book written by Aisha K, and it costs $500, $600, you don't want to go buy that. Oh, that's too much. You don't know what knowledge that sister have. Some real truth, but it's too much. We got to stop doing that. We have to stop. Like I said, they won't give us no loans. It's too much. The stuff had to get written, had to get published. You know, they don't want to sell our stuff even now. They do not want to sell our stuff. That's sad. Some of us, you know, as writers still have to kind of disguise what we want to say. You know, because we know to mass market it, we can't be clear. We can't, you know, it's one of those read between the lines, and I'm tired of that. I'm still looking through these homeschool videos, and I'm looking through this history and all of that. You cannot, just like I put on Instagram, you cannot just come February, pull out all the Rosa Parks, the Martin Luther King, the Harriet Tubman, the Frederick Douglass. If you're bold, you're going to teach about the slave trade, you know, because not everybody feel comfortable doing that. Obama. You can't just pull that stuff out in February and say you did something. And then March 1st is back on the shelf. When you go outside, you're going to see a black person. We don't disappear in March the 1st. I don't understand. They decorate to this. Let's make this Martin Luther King, you know. I'm just, y'all, I'm really, really bothered. And that child that, you know, that said that he was saddened because the little boy said his skin looked like poop. I just can't, man, a little kid, you know, he learned that white privilege mentality from home. 2019. We still ain't got nowhere. Nowhere. It's just ignorant. We try to tell somebody else, you know, they questioning us. I'm still waiting for, I don't really want to make this like this is not meant to be tense. It's not meant to be, you know, an attack against anybody or anything like that. But for real, I asked, and I know y'all watched that vlog or that chat. I still haven't seen anybody tell me what they're teaching these kids. I look in these box curriculums, they throwing in them the Underground Railroad. They throwing in the Harriet Tubmans. They throwing in the Martin Luther Kings. Learn about them. Y'all, we existed before slavery. We were princesses, queens, kings. I don't understand why you can't teach your kids about that and be proud and tell us that you're doing that. Because to us, that right there says you are racist. I'm going to call it what it is. Call a spade a spade. You racist. We tell us, or tell, yeah, well, of course we tell it because, hey, girl, look what we got. This, you know, such and such. We tell everybody. Why be ashamed to tell somebody you teaching your children black history? Even if we know if you're not black, you don't know everything. But at least it is a step in the right direction. The school is not going to do it. I done had my child in a situation one time, and the child said she can't come to her house because of XYZ. Yeah, and I was like, my child still talks about that today, and she in her 20s. This happened when she was like 9. And I'm like, you got the audacity to look at my face. You invite all these little kids to your house, but said mine can't come because she brown. I have more other kids in my house than brown kids. What kind of mess is that? Y'all see Austin over here all the time. Yeah, he's not melanated at all. But for real, I mean, you gotta start. It's. Whoo, man. I saw Killer Mike. Let me see. On Netflix last night about the little boy. Yeah. Girl, yeah. Yes, I don't even homeschool yet. We supplement, but I would sure buy your curriculum. There's not much substance out there. Yeah, y'all. And our children in the schools don't care about Black History Month because they only teach about the same people. Heck yeah, that's all they teach. They decorate the room, put the little stuff up, and after that, it's over. You know, they pulling their stuff down. They trying to take it down February 27th. Don't let it be a leap year. They really gonna take it down quick. And like I say, you have to, are you I don't know. Do you have other people in your house that's not your race? Do you have friends outside of your race? And I can't, as homeschool moms, you got to, I hear about these co-ops and things, and how they're not so diverse. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. I want to ooh, I want to, just share with other people what you're doing. Don't keep it to yourself. Help somebody else out. You really quick to share about this, that, and other, this world history, this American history. Well, hey, we built America. Did you share that? Did you share that? When we got this dude trying to build this wall, to keep out another country. I said I'm going across the wall with them. I'm going right on across that wall. Okay, right on across the wall. Mm-mm-mm. Let's see. I did see your video, and I will do a video about what we teach for American history, incorporated with ELA and literature. It will be in March. Yeah, you are the new baby. Yes, girl. That's so exciting. But yeah, it cannot be all us. I can't say that. I don't know per se, who's watching what. I know I have a diverse group, race wise, watching my videos all across the world. Okay. And so I can't say, it's just they're the minority, or the majority, and we're still the minority. I can't really say that because I don't know who watches. But as far as contributions, I'm still seeing that whitewash stuff. And that's what has to change. It has to change. And if I was on the other side, I would be a little bothered too, because I'd be like, wait a minute. You want me to buy this? I need to teach. I'm trying to teach because y'all are saying y'all are teaching everything. No, you're not teaching everything. You're leaving some stuff out. The world is not Caucasian. Okay? You leaving a lot of some stuff out. And that's just wrong. Girl, I want you to yeah. It's just a whole mess. It would be I can't be better. I don't know. Have to stop teaching these kids about black people, African American people. Stop or stop teaching them that we began at slavery. Okay? Tell these kids the truth. Tell them the truth. I say it don't have nothing to do with us building this country. I know the majority of y'all have not told the kids that we built this country. If we are, and it was a while ago, oh, I wish y'all would go back. If we took everything that we built, yeah, we'll go back. And we took everything that we built, this country wouldn't have nothing. See, a lot of y'all don't do that. You don't do that at all. We still having problems with the Columbus teaching of the the Native Americans, the Thanksgiving. People can't come to terms with that. Okay, it's Thanksgiving, you want to spend time with your family. The truth, it was evil. Tell them the truth. Don't lie to your kids. It really bothers me because as an adult, you teach your kids not to lie, but yet you lie to them. That don't make no sense. No sense at all. And this is this Egypt. That's what's highlighted on. No, where did Egypt come from? Okay, what did Egypt do? Where did Egypt get their ideas from? It's deeper than that, y'all. Go deeper. Go deeper in the country. Go deeper. This little surface history, that's not working. That's not helping us today. Not at all. It's 2000. That little mess should have ended. Like I said, desegregation, it didn't do anything. It didn't change anything. But the way we think, we're not going to progress. The country is already in ruins. It's going to continue to be in ruins. I've had to backtrack and tell the truth to mine. It wasn't pretty. I think they look at me a little different now. Yeah, they will. They will. Definitely. And see, it's sad when your kids start to call you out, though. Okay? But these kids are smart these days. Because, they are watching TV. They are on social media and stuff like that. They're fine. It's like when you want to, when it comes to that puberty talk and the birds and the bees type of thing. You want to tell them kids when they like 8. Okay? Because after that, they're going to hear from somebody else. And these days, oh, these kids hear that mess a lot sooner. But you need to tell them before they hear the wrong thing. Because if you wait, they're going to hear the wrong thing. And they already going to have in their head, okay, what's going on. I can remember those days. Yeah, I need some sleep. Girl, who else? Somebody else just had a baby. I know. I feel you. But I just, yeah, it's a blessing. I know that's a blessing, though. I was thinking about that. What if? But, yeah, that's a what if. Monument Mom. Hi. Yeah, that's a what if. I can't deal with these little kids here. Oh, boy. I don't know if I can deal with some babies. I'm too old. I'm too old for that. Yeah, you have to get these kids and really sit down. We shouldn't be ashamed. We shouldn't be embarrassed or any of that to teach. Tell your kids, explain to your kids what stuff is. Stop letting them believe what they read in these books. They had a parent teacher meeting tonight about the kids sending body part pictures on their phone. Hello. And see, that's another thing. I'm going to get on this cell phone thing because yeah, a lot of y'all still think, "Oh, I'm just going to get my kid a phone. They're just going to call me. They're just going to text me. It's okay. I got to teach them technology because we're in the millennium." Uh-huh. Y'all keep on doing that mess here. They don't need any phone with any data. They don't. And see, it's majority. Because I'm speaking. I have grown kids. Okay. First of all, they don't need a phone if they ain't got no job. They can't pay the bills, so they don't need no phone. Okay. Point blank. Period. I don't care how you want to justify that, because half of us got phones and can't even afford them. That's just the bottom line. But yeah, these kids, you don't know what they do. They get to sending pictures, they get to sending messages and emails and stuff like that. You're not sitting with them every time, every minute they on this device. And then the other thing on that is, if you are, guess what they do? They tell their friends to message so and so. Okay? And see, that bothers me because here you are having a child that is seemingly good, having another child, I mean, a child, the other child could be a good kid. Your child is making this child lie, could be cheating, getting in trouble, could be doing something illegal. I can't, and then here you are saying, "Oh, but my child good. I'm watching my child use the cell phone." These little jokers are sneaky. You know what you did when you were their age. So why would you think, and you lied. So why would you think they're going to tell you the truth? Y'all millennial moms have to wake up for real. They don't need these phones. I'm telling you. They get in trouble with them. It's a gateway drug. I have a teen. He does not have a phone. Yeah. I cannot tell you the number of times the parents have said, this, that, and other. I wish. Yeah. Just don't do it, y'all. I did that about Thanksgiving and other holidays, and my 10-year-old son really surprised me with his understanding and willingness not to celebrate it. It is hard for him to comprehend slavery, though. Yeah, it is hard. And see, mine, they also understand that we also own slaves, okay? You got to tell them that part, too, that we also own slaves. Don't just make it all about them. And all that slavery mess, that goes back to the Bible. Okay? That's why we have. Very interesting. I'm sorry. But I was cut off. Just random, right? So if you guys are still here, yay. I was getting ready to start another chat. Um, what was I saying? You gotta. A lot of stuff. Yeah, this phone thing. Mm-mm. You have to. These kids do not need these phones. They don't. I don't care how responsible you may say your child is. You have no idea. I just, like I say, kids do all kind of things, and what you don't see them doing, they have their friends doing it for them. And of course, kids are together. My kids know, you don't do anything for anybody would get you in trouble. Just don't do it. Period. It's unnecessary. If they are your friend, they wouldn't be trying to get you in trouble. So, yeah, my kids know if they are doing something on a phone. They know the power of a phone and what it's going to do, and you take that risk. You take that risk. The majority of people have phones. They don't realize, just adults, the just one little post anywhere across the social media, what it does. That little post, I don't care, if you're seemingly anonymous. Oh no, you're gonna be tracked. Okay, you're gonna be tracked for all kind of stuff. So don't chance that. Let's see. Yeah, sending body parts on the phones. That's crazy. It's crazy. But they do it. Grown people do it. So, uh, mm-mm-mm. It's so crazy. People not just, what do you call it? Text messages. You guys, the stuff, any text message, email, picture, whatever, gets transcribed through a call center before it gets to the other person. Other people see that stuff. Okay, everything you send, everybody, somebody else is going to see it. Other people will see it before it gets to the person you're sending it to. Think. Go back here. Oh, goodness gracious, y'all. Goodness gracious. Guard your privacy. I'm reading this privacy message. Okay, I'm guarding my privacy. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Okay, I'm not. Nope, I'm not. I see a lot of worse things on here. But, like I said, this Black History Month thing, we have to teach these kids better. Okay? We have to teach them better. We don't need to keep repeating the past. These kids are history. Brown children today are breaking down a lot of barriers, and they are history. If we continue to follow the path, the way we were taught, our brown children today will not be recognized tomorrow. So you may be raising up scholars. They won't be recognized tomorrow because guess what? Nobody's teaching them about us. They're still going to be back on Harriet Tubman. Not saying, I'm in no way belittling, those individuals' character, but you guys know the same, handful of people. Go back to the kings and the queens. Okay? Take it all the way back. Take it all the way back. Don't just teach the bits and the pieces, the little bit of stuff. These kids will be surprised. And they will appreciate that you actually told the truth. Okay? I'm live. Somebody don't want me to be live. I guess maybe I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. All I can say is I am um, making an effort. No, I'm not bitter. I'm not angry. I'm tired of the ignorance, is what it is. I'm tired. And I know many of us are, but will not speak it. And we talked about this. We're not bothered by what somebody might say, in response to this or anything we've said. It is what it is. I'm speaking on things that many people think and wish they had the outlet or the courage to speak on. Some people just, not outspoken. Some people would only, or the comfort, I should say. The comfort. I'm comfortable. I'm fine. I'm not bothered. And like I said, it's ignorance on both parts. Yeah. It's very unfortunate for the kids today. I mean, because they are the future and they are being failed. It just makes me afraid. Just very, very afraid. It's like, you think back to when I want to have kids. I want them to grow up to, do this, this, and this, and see this, this, and this. And I'm very, very afraid. Mm. I'm not even going to say I don't think, I know my, my elders and ancestors would not be proud today of what's going on. They would not. I'm pretty sure that they never imagined what's going on today. What we have to go through today. They never would have wished that on us. And it seems like the more we have progressed, we still struggling. But the thing is, I can't say we not progress. The more I'm talking about progress time wise, the years, years passing by, we're not getting anywhere. It's like riding a bike that's not going anywhere, a stationary bicycle. Mm-hmm. Yep, Marcus Garvey. I keep that quote on my planner. Yeah, some people don't, the kids don't even know who Marcus Garvey is. Hmm. What he stood for. It's crazy. Booker T. Washington. And it might throw in the little George Washington Carver for the science and call it a day. I'll share with you guys some stuff, some reads. I'm gonna hold off though. I think I might. I don't want this to be about no Black History thing. I really don't. Y'all know I try not to post anything culturally based. Any books. I don't share that kind of stuff in February. That's just not me. Y'all know I share it, but it's something about me. Like I say, I can't. I'm not. I don't want it to look like I'm just promoting it. Mm-mm. There are a lot of people I want to talk about and just kind of share. And I would hope that you all would share some people that we may not know about. heard about, and maybe we can do some some more research and reading on people. You guys, the the knowledge and history, the thing that back in the day, our history, the reason why it was lost is because nobody wrote anything down and it was just told. Okay? I don't We got to start in the family, okay? We don't really have to pick up any books about people. Start in your own family. You'd be surprised who's in your family. You got to get back to the storytelling. Make that the history and be proud of it. That should be the first history. If that's the only history you teach your kids, you black, teach them your history, your family history. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Mm-mm. Thinking I just don't want to. I don't want this to be about a divide, but I'm just curious, and I'm not really thinking about the other side because, like I say, somebody is probably, you know, shaking their head, saying, "Why should I teach my kids about you or y'all people or whatever?" I don't know. Why not? Why not? You want to be ignorant? It's embarrassing to admit the truth. uh, I don't know, I'm stuck on that one. I hear some things all the time. I see these uh what is this is homeschool myths. We need to talk about the African American black history, black culture myths. you know and see, when this child come to us and say that he learned, they telling him that we eat badly. What kind of mess is that? Is that what you're teaching your kids? We don't know how to properly select food, good food, healthy food. If you it's one thing to be ignorant and just not know, but if you just ignorant and you know the truth, that's or you have the means to find out, ask somebody. If you're not even trying, that makes it worse. It's too much information on here. There's too much information in this homeschool community that's being shared. But what I see is it's a popularity contest. Sometimes y'all wonder, I get all the messages, private messages, about this type of chat, this type of vlog, where I'm just sharing. It's just completely random. And these are the ones that hit home the most. But y'all want to see the this and the that and that and the this. That's the more popular. It's entertainment junk. People that don't really, I don't understand. I really don't. It's other people like me. That's not just me. I'm not even gonna, there are other people like me that talk, on a talk, share some good information, and they're passed over for the more bells and whistles, this and that, that's really not about nothing, that's not sharing nothing. I don't know. I have no idea. But like I said, I'm just, my stuff is in a book. And I want to, as much as I really want to bust that myth that, you know, they say if you don't want a black person to know something, put it in a book. Yeah, we got to start reading. Start reading. You have to start. If you haven't read, read. Read something. You have to start somewhere, okay? Go read the Michelle Obama book. Read something. Um, you got to start reading because that's where the information is. They hide stuff, okay? It's in the books. I could show y'all some stuff. Y'all would be just shocked on what you're looking at. Like I say, stuff that books, just simple books, meanings. There are symbols hidden in lots of books. The way the typeset is, the way the words are lined up. Those things all have symbols. If you draw lines, you can see symbols of certain things in those pictures, in those pages. And that's that stuff y'all go and buy real quick. Give it to your kids because that's all that's out there. Some of y'all not hip. Some of you don't. I mean, you're not on you might not believe the Illuminati this and Illuminati that. Y'all better open your eyes up. Open your eyes up. They should have been open. They should have been open. This stuff that's going on now, they got this dude out here as a pawn, trying to make him the bad guy. That orange dude. It's not him, y'all. It's not him. We have got to come together. We have to desegregate. Because see, he's trying to get that wall up. What's going on across that wall? They are on some knowledge over there. Okay? They stick together. They are infiltrating, and they're going to continue to infiltrate this country. They're going to take over the country. Hey, Miss Silly. Whether or not they're going to help us, I don't know. But we need to be trying to help ourselves. Okay? And that means helping these kids. Some, that's why I can't understand this prejudiceness. Those of you that don't understand it, they shouldn't be allowed over here. They this and they that. They built this country. They're building your houses. They're building your stores. They're building your freeways, your doctor's offices, your devices, all kinds of stuff. They are very smart. Security stuff. I mean, they got some high-tech stuff over there. Anything we have, they have. That's why I said I got to go across with them, because that's a little bit closer than trying to get across that water. Something, because this right here is not flying. Land of the free, home of the brave. Yeah. Okay. Let's say 70 years ago, our fathers brought forth a great nation. I'm not going to recite the whole thing. But, yeah. Oh, boy. Ancestors wouldn't be proud. We have to make them proud, y'all. My friend is from Mexico. She has a 7 bedroom big house in Mexico that her family live in. Her husband has been here. Her hubby and her has been here for 20 years. Wow. I'm telling you, they sending money to the rest of our family. Saving. Yeah, yep. They stick together. I'm telling you, they stick together for a reason. But see, us, we can't do that. You can't, your sister, your brother-in-law, your auntie. You can't have. Well, hey, over here, we sticks together. We going up. I don't know about y'all, but we going up because y'all probably wonder how they get that. How they get. I mean, we sticks together. Okay. There's no us. There's no he. There's no they. We do this. It's all of us because we know that we're all that we have. So yeah, God knows how much she saved. She has a lot of money. She's a great friend. Girl, yes. I just, admire them and the struggle. I mean, I know it was a lot for us, but literally for us, we really didn't we didn't experience. Our ancestors did. That's the difference. These people are living this today. Okay? And so this is their history. They're living in it. These little kids, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. I can only imagine. I can it's just it says a whole different story. Again, I don't even know who's educating on that topic. Okay? Who's teaching Mexico? Third world countries. What are y'all teaching these kids for real? Are you just forgetting about it? We have the power as homeschoolers to teach. Because remember, that's why you pulled them out of school, right? Because school wasn't doing the job. Or you just felt that, okay, some of the stuff you felt that you can do better. I don't get it. You want to tailor for your kids, but then you want to leave stuff out. So you want them to be in the dark? Because you ignorant? You know, oh boy. I do admire her. Yes. That right there is, I said, not a lot of us, man. You get something, I'm not giving you nothing. Don't ask. I'm not even telling. Stingy. Just stingy with it. I said, I'm not that type. I'm not that type at all. And these plans for, things that we're doing and writing this stuff. The money, I'm not, that's so far removed from my mind. I forget. I don't, I don't know. I can't, that has nothing to do with it. I'm not hungry for money. I'm not hungry for money at all. I know it's costing me money, but I'm not hungry for the money back. Okay? I'm not doing this for any kind of money. I'm doing this because my kids live today and my kids need to have a future, a decent future. My kids being educated right along with your kids. They got to grow up and they're, going to be the future. So I want your kids to know what my kids know. Okay? The same thing I'm saying about all these kids having to come across the border. Educate them. They are the future. Educate them. We need them to know what we know. They can't speak English. We got to teach them how to speak English. It's not a laughing matter. We were brought over here. We didn't know how to speak English. Girl. Anyway, I don't even know. This counter thing has messed up my time. I have no idea how long I've been on here. Um, but yeah, I just find it very interesting that this chat was interrupted like that. Excuse me. So, on my resources and things like that, y'all know I'm reserved on it anyway because of what I'm writing. But I share a little bit of what I can, so that if anybody is interested, they just don't know what to go get. Like I said, the history start within your family. Yes, we do teach on so many things based on current events, life, etc. We teach truth and facts. We have so much room to teach and tailor everything. But I see people only focus on the basics. Sad. Yeah. Yeah. Like I say, the child should not be bothered by somebody saying this, and here you are trying to highlight the Greek and the Romans and the. Okay, yeah, that happened a long time ago. I'm not trying to downplay it, but this is happening right now. Why on earth is this happening today? No little child should be crying about no stuff like that. These kids got enough problems. They all messed up as it is. But man, I have never. Wow. I don't know. All my life have done nothing but teach my kids tolerance and acceptance. We don't shut out anybody. We don't turn away anybody. I had to run my business. I didn't say, oh, I'm only accepting, my people. No, I'm accepting everybody. And when you come in here, you got to know that everybody is up in here. If you got a problem, go find somebody else to do business with. I've never had that problem. Actually, once I did. I actually had one person. I'm not gonna say that. I actually did experience that, and it was, yeah, they were just kind of ignorant itself. But yeah, I had to dismiss that child and say, hey, we don't do that here. But yeah, I cannot see that. Like I said, y'all have to, it's February. Run over to the bookstore. When you at the bookstore, everybody, y'all run and do these book calls. You go to the library. On your library shelves, on the top of the shelves this month, they have a lot of African American books. I want y'all to go to the library instead of the I don't know, the Charlotte Mason the this and the that. Go pull out the African American books and bring them home. Okay? Just get all African American books. Bring them home. If that's a start. I am serious. That is a start. Just do that. Get the ones off the top of the shelves. Go to the Barnes and Noble. You want to buy some books? You want to do a little book haul? Start. Don't turn our books away. Go buy some, for real. Do you think religion plays a role in what you're speaking about being boxed in? It kind of does, but it doesn't, and it's all ignorance. This religious thing, yeah. Some people are saying religious pull this phone up because I'm probably muffled. But you know what? There's no way in the world. You probably following the Bible. I just, because like I say, the Bible promotes all sort of foolishness, really. Okay, y'all. Y'all know I've been through seminary. Okay, I don't really want to go deep into that. I'm not. You have your beliefs. I have mine. I have my knowledge. You have your knowledge. Hey, we're gonna keep it equal. Okay, but if you were so-called religious and you still can't teach tolerance, that's a problem. That's a serious problem. You're ignorant. You have not learned anything from what you have been studying in that Bible if you still can't cross that line. Go out and visit these museums. Many cities have African American history museums, programs, parades. Even though, like I said, we need to abolish that mess for this month, but that is a start. A lot of y'all won't even do that. Oh, that's for them. That's not for us. I can't be caught dead over there. Do you think we say that when we go to y'all events? A lot of that mess we forced to go to. No. When we walk into the grocery store that we don't own, do we say that? No, we don't have a choice. We can't get a loan. We gotta change. We have got to change, y'all. I don't know if you go to church, go to a black church. Have you been to a black church? Switch places. If you're black, go to a white church. I don't know, you might say that's the norm, but you know what I'm saying. Switch places. Think outside, get outside of that box. Okay? We got to stop putting ourselves in a box. Because it's that box thinking that's getting everybody nowhere. That box is just a box. You going to the same spot. You got to step outside your comfort zone. Step outside that box. And that's what I say. The museums, the events, the bookstores. Because see, our kids are exposed to different kind of books all day long. So of course I'm going to bring in a lot of books that represent us. I'm going to make sure I buy those because that would be ignorant if I didn't. I have to support us. But you guys wonder, you say, oh, our stuff costs more. Well, again, that is because we have to try double hard. Okay? If nobody's putting our stuff out there, we can't just work for nothing. When you just quickly go running by other people's stuff without even thinking twice. That's money you could have put back in our community, in our pockets. And me, like I say, I'm the type of person that I give it to you. I can't do that to everybody. I mean, it's not about the money, but I'm that type. I just want you to learn it. You can take it. Okay? It's not about a profit. We have to get past that. We have to stop accepting what is in front of us because that's what's in front of us and buying what's in front of us. Same thing I'm over here doing. Y'all can do the same thing. There's no magic to writing up any kind of curriculum or lessons or anything. There's no magic to it. You just have to research. That's it. Yeah, and if you want to market it, I mean, you can give it to your friends or whatnot, but if you want to market it, yeah, you have to. There are certain things that you have to do to be able to do that. But you want to appeal to everybody. So, what is the thing? Like I said, we have to stop taking what's in front of us because that is majority. If we stop accepting it, we will get somewhere. What did they boycott for? What did they stop riding the buses for? We got to stop riding the buses today, y'all. That's what we have to stop doing. We got to stop riding the buses. And I think they talking about this shut the what is the thing down? When they shut down the food, the EBT. Okay, guess what? Shut it down. We not going to your store no way. What if we stop shopping at these stores, y'all? What would happen? What would happen to this economy? Seriously, if we shopped in our own stores. Okay, we might, sure enough, it's only a handful of them somewhere, but if somebody has some sense and said, okay, we got to start growing our own stuff, making our own stuff, and that's what everybody did, had the same mindset, what would happen? We got to stop riding these buses. So, yeah, we're trying to teach these kids to love themselves and to empower themselves. Okay? There are people today still teaching these kids they are supreme. That's going to hold forever. I mean, I can talk about it all day long. And nothing's going to change. It hasn't changed. My little, whoever, what, this is not going to change anything. We have to do it as a whole. But I'm telling you, like I say, we go take it back a few years when they were there. Out there, I'm not riding the bus. I'm not buying this. I'm not going over there. I'm going to be late to work. This, that, and the other. And what happened? Ma'am, you the maid at so and so house. Well, guess what? I'm gonna bring you to work. Remember that movie, The Long Walk Home? They was out there trying to help because they needed us. We got to go back to that. We have to go back to that long walk home. Stop being lazy, looking for handouts. And see, I mean, the stronghold, because they know we're only going to work so hard. They divided us a long time ago, and we just refuse to come back together, and they know it. It's bad, y'all. It's this That is so bad. I can't even say this, like, beyond curse. Yeah, they tore our families apart. We still torn apart, and we so lost. We just don't know how to even get back together. We look at what happened today. Going on, people, all the violence, all the negativity, just among our own communities. It's crazy. We have to stop, y'all. We, yes, girl, we have to do this. We are raising these kids. We have to really put forth some effort and we have to be that change. Started a garden last year. It didn't turn out so good, but we're going to change our seeds. Yes. Yes. There you go. There you go. Those are the type of things that need to be taught. I know in high school, some of these schools, they teach the agriculture and stuff like that, but that's the kind of stuff that need to be taught. These kids need to know. My kids just scared to death about, we were talking about, what was it? Parmesan cheese. And I say, you can't eat that stuff. Why? It got plastic in it. You're not eating that. Why they trying to poison us? And you try to talk to a little kid about poison and why they trying to poison you. That's a hard, yeah. Why they trying to poison us? Little kids can't comprehend that stuff. And then we have to go back and talk about, well, everything is not good for us that we eat, and they intentionally poison us. Man. Yes, even our children fighting. Yeah. They are even divided our children. Yeah. Yep. And we just don't know how to, they diversion on top of diversion on top of diversion. They throw us a little something, we run with it. Instead of saying no. No, thank you. I don't, I don't need that. I don't want that. You keep it. Somebody sent me something about the government giving out $150,000 to people, and I'm like, okay, I don't need it. Government don't give out no money for free. I don't need that. You can have it. You can have it. I'm going to touch it with a 10-foot pole. I'm not selling out. Yeah, I just wish we could go back to the days when we were doing our thing. We were educating our kids. We were really educating our kids. I told you guys that story about what was his name? Cudjoe from Barracoon, when he talked about they started them schools. He was the last living slave brought over here. And he talked about how they started school for their own self. We were doing that stuff by ourselves once we figured out we were not getting any help. Then when we got help, we got lazy. They wanted to argue about desegregation and all of that. What happened? Yeah, we gonna desegregate, but we're not gonna give y'all nothing. We gonna make it extra hard, and look where we living. My girls think I'm all about bad news. I'm always telling them about what we can't do now. No, I don't think so. But we have to get out of that mentality, though. Like I said, we have to get out of that. Stop riding the buses. I'm telling you, we stop shopping in these stores. We got to start building our own. Teach these kids how to farm, how to rig up some stuff. Y'all, we need greenhouses. We need, all kinds of stuff. They got stuff in the water. Start teaching these kids, because you don't know what these kids can get. They just need a little interest in something. It's like my son going to this. He just, he's took a little interest in something. He said he heard somebody say this term. He didn't know what it was. He started looking all this stuff up, and he was like, okay, I can do this, this, and this, and this. And I'm like, it's over my head, but go ahead. It sounds like a plan, because it's better than nothing. So, yeah, we have to, Sure, they need to, learn how to read and write and all of that stuff, but we gonna have to teach them how to survive. That's what we got to teach now, survival skills. So, um, I don't want to, we cannot continue to, like I said, we can't continue to brainwash the kids, any of the kids, okay? And we can't continue to whitewash ours, because they surely not blackwashing their kids, okay? And anybody that, is taking offense to that, real talk. Real talk. See, this is the kind of stuff I see a whole bunch of chats, whole bunch of, videos and stuff like this. This is something that nobody's going to talk about. Nobody. Why? And actually, these are things that we need to be talking about. We need to be coming up with solutions. We have to come together and help each other instead of trying to get over on each other. Message. I'll call you back. So yeah, I'm gonna call him back in a minute. Anyway, if I don't, he gonna call me back. Yes, survival skills is a must. Working hard and learn hard. Yes. So yeah, I'm going to in this little chat here, but if you watch on the replay, if you have to break it up, that's fine. For those of you that were in here, like I said, I'm not what am I trying to say? Obviously, I'm not intolerant. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I really, honestly, it's your mindset. It is your mindset. Like I said, it's both sides. Like I said in the last video, what about Africa? I'm on both sides. There's ignorance. There's lack on both sides, okay? And when I say that, I mean every race in between. It's not a black-white thing, okay? Some of y'all don't even teach your kids about other cultures. That's sad. You see people dress in different clothing. Turn your head. You see Muslim in hijab. You turn your head. Tell the kids to look away. I mean, what type of mess is that? Teach them what it is. Lord. On that note, you all be blessed. Mary, I'll call you. Okay, you'll call me. Great. But yeah, on that note, I'm going to get out of here. And I don't know what I'm going to put up next. I don't know when I'm going to put it up next. I don't even know when I'm going to do it live. It just depends on what's going on and how I'm feeling. Any kind of responses that I get, I don't know. So I may see something. It may spark something. Yep, I'm definitely available tomorrow. But yeah, I don't think, it's not, there's so much more I can say on this topic in itself, but, yeah, you still need my number. You can message me. You could message me, email me. I'm on Gmail, Sylvia. Email you my number. Yeah, you can email me your number too. And anybody else that want my number, email me. Okay, I'll give it to you. Something else I gotta. Yeah, I'm gonna save that for the next chat. I've been thinking about, or not next chat. I told you guys that I wanted to have a getaway. I want to have a getaway.